Hi, people. Thanks for joining me today. I want to discuss something important with you. It is about some of the issues I have raised in this book. Now, this is my award winning book. Excuse me, I'm not English. It has been read by so many people, and so many schools, high institutions, secondary schools are using the work right now. And yeah, it's the bomb. Now, it's a novel that teaches English grammar. I know you might have read a lot of novels, especially those of you who are good readers. I mean, readers indeed. You've read a lot of novels, but you probably would have not, you know, read a novel that deliberately teaches you how to, speak English, especially to those persons who are speakers of English as a second language in Nigeria. This book does that. It corrects your grammatical errors, the common errors we make here in Nigeria. Now, I want to discuss one of the issues raised in this book, and that is severally, the use of severally. Now, in Nigeria, that word is applied differently. Now, the original meaning of the word severally is individually and separately. So, I mean, the native speakers, they use that word to mean individually or separately. So, if I'm going to speak to some group of people and I tried calling them on the phone, but I couldn't reach them on the phone, I mean, a native speaker could say, "Hey guys, I called you guys severally, but you didn't pick up your phones. What's wrong?" That is, I called you separately or individually, but you guys didn't pick up your calls. That's what a native speaker would say. But in Nigeria, when you say severally, it's most times spoken to one person. For example, you speak to John. I called you severally, but you didn't pick up your phone. Now, if John were to be a native speaker, he's going to wonder, I'm just the only one here. Because the word actually means separately. So, are you speaking to my body, soul, and spirit? Because I don't understand what you're talking about. So that's how the word is used in Nigeria. And, sometimes Nigerians do not realize this mistake. They say it all the time, even when giving speeches on international platforms. Yes, they say severally. You watch television, hear people say severally when they mean several times. And so I want to correct that. Those of you who are listening to me and watching me right now, if you are fond of doing that, you are wrong. You might not want to use that when speaking to an international audience who do not understand that usage, because that is Nigerian. But on an international platform, you want to use several times and not severally, because you are going to confuse your listener, especially when your listener is not Nigerian. And you, who is a native speaker or you're not a Nigerian speaker of English, do not be confused when you hear something like this. I mean, you have a Nigerian friend who perhaps spoke to you in that manner. I've told you severally, but you wouldn't listen. That could confuse you because he's speaking to you as an individual and he's using the wrong word for that. I've told you severally, but you wouldn't listen. You would get confused because when he said, I told you severally, I mean, you begin to wonder, what are you talking about? Yes, so do not be confused when he or she uses the word severally. What he or she means, especially the person's Nigerian, what he or she means is several times. That I've told you this several times, but you wouldn't listen. I hope you've learned something. You non-Nigerian, I hope you've learned something today. And you Nigerian, I hope you've also learned something today. Please try to use the word several times when you are speaking to a person, to one person, but severally to different people. All right. I called you guys severally. That's correct. At different times. But I spoke to you, that's one person, several times. That is the correct expression. Make sure you share this video and follow me on YouTube, Ikimo Inyamanga. I'll come some other time to talk about another topic, another issue discussed in this book. Excuse me, I'm not English. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and like it.